the world's strongest creature, Kevin, was so terrified of the 500-year-old man that he fled on the spot. But in the next moment, the old man launched an attack to everyone's surprise. With a single simple punch, the old man shattered the entire and Kevin barely dodged it. This was the ultimate showdown between the strongest martial arts and the most powerful strength. The 500-year-old, Jimmy, suddenly hurled his wheelchair toward the strongest man, Kevin. Surprisingly, Kevin caught it with just one finger and the crowd was stunned. Without missing a beat, Kevin gently placed the wheelchair down and invited Jimmy to sit on wheelchair. Then the two of them started chatting casually. During their conversation, Jimmy shared his past story to Kevin. When he was younger, he too sought strength, and in the end, his power was enough to easily overturn a cow. However, one day, an 80-year-old martial artist shattered his understanding of strength. The old man, with his frail body, was able to unleash an immense amount of power, easily overpowering Jimmy and stole his pride. In an effort to increase his own strength, a Hai Wang abandoned his pride and his raw power, and ventured into the mountains to study Chinese martial arts. By the time when he turned to 100-year-old, he had finally grasped the true meaning of being a warrior. Now facing someone like Kevin who sought only brute strength, it was like encountering his younger self. That's when he decided to teach Kevin a profound lesson. The next moment, Jimmy jumped out of his wheelchair. Seeing this, Kevin immediately assumed his most powerful stance and launched a fierce attack. To his shock, his mighty strike was easily dodged by Jimmy. As Jimmy landed, Yujiro went for another attack, kicking Jimmy's chin. Everyone in the crowd, including Mike and Michael, was stunned. No one expected that Jimmy easily dodged the blow. However, the observant Michael noticed something unusual, realized that Jimmy didn't actually dodge the attack, but instead used a Chinese martial art technique known as shelling. Dissipating power, Jimmy had intentionally dislocated his own jaw to absorb the impact of the attack. No matter how powerful Kevin's strikes were, Guo Haiwang remained relaxed, as if the force of a sharp blade was landing on a soft handkerchief. Furious, Kevin attacked again to Jimmy, but this time, his powerful strike only caused a slight nosebleed for Jimmy. At that moment, Kevin realized what Jimmy was doing and decided to figure out how to break through his shelling technique. Jimmy slowly approached Kevin, but to his surprise, Kevin suddenly yanked a handful of his hair, and before Jimmy could react, Kevin landed a powerful strike that sent him flying. The audience was shocked. They never imagined that Kevin had actually found a way to counter Jimmy's shelly technique.